Hey everyone, welcome to the Hollywood Tower Hotel. If it's a little shaky, forgive me. I'm not going to put it on the stabilizer until after the ride because once that thing starts dropping, the gimbal goes limp, the phone flies everywhere, we have problems. Hello, Mike's Adventures. Thanks for joining. Smash that like button on your way in. Subscribe to WDWNT and kick back, relax. We're going to have a fun day at Hollywood Studios. Obviously, I hope Adam is here. Adam, if you're around, Jumbo to you. Whether I lose signal or not, I'm going to make good on this. I'm going on a tower chair with a phone in my hand. That counts. One to the right, please. To the right. Thank you. No pre-show, obviously. Hello, Kevin. Yeah, timed it pretty good. Unfortunately, I can't do Rise because I got a boarding group this morning, but I was boarding group 11, so I wasn't going to stream at 10 a.m. Nobody would have joined. No, I didn't say anything yet, Adam. It will definitely not be a 5-hour live stream today. If you didn't hear me earlier, I don't have the gimbal out yet until we get off the ride. So if it's shaky, I apologize. Still one of the best themed attractions at Walt Disney World. Yeah, if you didn't read it, no more Disney's Magical Express starting January of 2022. No, I have not seen the movie. Karen, that's right. The bus to and from the airport is going to be discontinued. Keep in mind, there's a lot of rideshare opportunities now, and of course, there's a train coming soon. There are a lot of things happening. Who knows what their rationale for this is? Yeah, we're going to do the Axel's Magical Express. That'd be good. Axel and Eric Magical Express. We'll pick you up. I did do Rise this morning. By 11 a.m., they were already at boarding group 39 or 40. They were flying along. And most of the ride was in A mode, but not the cannons. The cannons are still in C mode. I don't know. Sorry for the shaking. No, none of the cannons on when I rode it today. None of the cannons worked. Kylo's gray wall was working. I think I'm going to be joined by a guest in a little while here. Once we get out of here. Hey, Courtney. If we play our cards right, the COO of WDWNT, Jason Diffendahl, may be joining me. The plexiglass wasn't a problem for me. I actually got my own ride vehicle today, so I sat right behind R5 the way God intended. One. 5? All right. All right, thank you.
Mom, it's okay. It's okay. Mom, it's okay. Just relax. It's going to be really efficient with this. I'm pretty calm.
Oh, I'm setting mine freezing right now.
I have to ask him how many
Welcome
to
to
get
our
like
hotel. Once you achieve, please left wing on the left and click to the right. Hang on to the items, please look back by your feet. Please keep face mask on during the whole time in the proper fashion.
To our valued guests, for your safety once on board, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the elevator at all times. And do take special care to supervise your
All right, we're checking in.
Thank you.
Room looks pretty nice.
But I won't tell you when it happens. Here we go.
All right, you're gonna be top right.
I must be in the back row. All right, this ride is dedicated to our own Adam Hanley. Adam, this is for you. Do not get in this man's debt. He will not forget if you owe him something. John Bow. John Bow's in the chat for Adam.
Thank you, I need that.
I'm a hold on. I just can't stop it. Fuck up right here. That's one.
But I need to put my foot through this.
You'll use that. This is ours.
Yeah.
I got red on my ledger. I'm here to wipe it out.
Hey, give her a run.
No, don't tell me.
Jiggle the yellow strap one more time for me.
Trust me.
I'm good with that.
You're caught up. No, you're actually
I'll be good.
You're following the glasses.
It's not too bad.
Get your hands in the air, make sure no one can dance out of their seats, please. Hands up one more time. All right.
There, here you go, Adam.
2-3 years ago.
A couple of 2-3 years ago. We're just going up.
You are the passengers on the motion from an elevator about to ascend to your very own episode of The Twilight Zone. One stormy night long ago, 5 people stepped through the door of an elevator into a nightmare. That door is opening once again, and this time, it's opening for you.
The next time you check in to an all-star resort, make sure you know just what kind of reservation you're making.
You are about to discover what lies beyond the 5th dimension, beyond the deepest darkness of your imagination, in a tower of terror.
Here we go.
Back up. Back up. Here we go. Woo! Ah, the fake out. There we go.
A warning coming back to those of you who made it, and a friendly word of warning. Something you won't find in any guidebook. The next time you check.
All right, smash that like button for Adam.
Hollywood. Make sure you know just what kind of vacancy you're filling, or you may find yourself a permanent resident of the Twilight Zone.
I told you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please gather your belongings and watch your step as you exit through the elevator doors. We trust your stay at the Hollywood Tower Hotel has been a pleasant one.
I don't know what happened there. The app, the YouTube app just logged out. Hold on. Now we're going to gimbal up. You're going to look at the sky for a second. Happened. All right. Sorry about that. Now we're on the gimbal. We're live. Hope you enjoyed that visit to the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Didn't steal any towels. All in all, it was a good guest. I didn't even complain when the elevator malfunctioned. No, the Christmas decorations are not down. Santa Gertie is still going. Rock and Roller Coaster did break down once today. Many of you know that it was broken down for several days a little over a week ago. And I talked to someone in the know. I know what happened. They had a blown circuit board in the launch. There are 3 circuit boards that control the launch, and the second one in the series blew out. Hey, Brian, I just saw Brian. He's going back to work. Brian did a great job on pressing issues last night. Brian and Emma Cooley, both fantastic. WIGS members that were given the opportunity to participate in one of our shows, and they hit it out of the park. Good job, guys. Just a little view of things. It's a beautiful day. I don't know the temperature. Let's just say it's like 72, 74, something like that. It was cold this morning. Galaxy's Edge was really crowded earlier. But in general, the park is not that crowded. The reason I didn't give a full 24-hour notice that I was going to be here was I was scheduled to go to Magic Kingdom. And then last night I looked at Park Pass and it had Hollywood Studios. I said, aha, I got to do this. It's a new year. I got to wipe my slate clean. Can't beat anyone's debt. I waited about an hour. We're getting lag? Really? If DZ's not here to say it, we didn't get lag. Hey, Max. Thanks for joining. Smash that like button on your way in. I'm doing great today. I'm feeling fantastic. It's a beautiful day. Life is good. Hello, Lee. If I were in a movie about the Tower of Terror, which actor would be? I would want to be like a bellhop or concierge. Remember, like in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, the guy that's like, paging Mr. Herman, you have a telephone call at the front desk. And it's actually Pee-wee Herman. I'd be that guy. I will say Starbucks was a walk-on a couple hours ago. I don't know about other rides yet. I'll have to check wait times. I think everything was over 30 to 35 minutes. Rock and Roller Coaster was 35 minutes, and then it went down. I think it's back up now. I'm sure Runaway Railway is long, although it should be moving faster these days because let's just roam around and enjoy the parks for low offers. No, I'm not on Wi-Fi. God, I hope not. I turned Wi-Fi off before I started, but I did restart the app. Hold on. We're not on Wi-Fi. We're on 5G. And we're on a better phone than I was using on Friday, so. A taste of old Hollywood. Go up here and look at the Brown Derby. The beautiful Hollywood Brown Derby, home of Cobb salad. We can't go on Rise. I've already been on Rise today. Yeah, there were no cannons today. Everything else worked great. I had a really good R5. His jokes were funny. He speaks a different, R5 speaks a different dialect from me, but I can still understand most of it. Oh, Rich. No, Olivia, we're not going to go to the Disney Junior dance party. I'm sorry. The way I look at it, it's one thing to walk through the parks and children show up on the camera every now and then. It's another thing to go into a place that's filled with nothing but children and film. I don't really feel like being escorted out of here as a creep. Let's go see our girl, Santa Gertie. No, Nick was looking for his glasses. I got the bridge up. I assume that's how they will remove the tree. I assume it's very soon that'll happen. They've got to be taking them down soon. Here's the star of the show, the queen of the park. Beautiful girl.
Thank you for visiting us today. Just a few reminders. Face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times, except when actively eating or drinking while stationary.
Sing it if you know it. It's Santa Gertie.
You'll be asked to leave. Clean your hands off.
I'm ready for the Tune In Lounge to open back up. I don't know about you guys.
When coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you.
type on her. Try to type it.
Look at the line for Baseline Tap House. I do love Baseline Tap House, but I don't 20-minute line love it. Do I? DZ's not here. Am I allowed to buy a beer? I'll do it. Looks like I just saw the line move a little bit. I'm here, waiting for my friend to join me. We won't be doing the Lightning McQueen Contact Tracing Academy today. Baseline is delicious. Thanks.
They ran out. Did you drink it all?
They were right behind me. So, it's okay.
Well, we got a No.
No, they were behind me in the line when we came around the corner.
Right.
How long? That's my question.
They tried to. They didn't see us. They weren't trying to cut us in line, but they did, and they probably think that I cut them in line. I just don't think the kids at the Disney dance party are ready for my moves. God, I got rickrolled at Baseline Tap House. We're good, guys. We're good. But no, for anyone that isn't picking up on the inside jokes and sarcasm, no, we're not going to a Disney dance party. All right, we're at 199 viewers. Thanks for joining us here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Smash that like button on your way in. Subscribe if you haven't. We will get those final 5,000 subscribers somehow. Get to 100,000. And then everything will be better, right? Lots of news today. If you haven't seen on WDWNT.com, we discussed it earlier. The elimination of Disney's Magical Express. Renaming Extra Magic Hours. Plenty more. The better views of the France expansion today also. WIGS. Yeah, I was joking. I bet they're bringing back like minivans, but like big time, like hundreds and hundreds of minivans, where they can charge people exorbitant rates to transport them from the airport. Yeah, if you don't know what WIGS is, we do have a link in the description. WIGS is the WDWNT Interglobe Society. You can support us on Patreon if you like our content. It is patreon.com/WDWNT. WDWNT. You can also support us by buying merchandise. carouselofproducts.com. Good vibe out here today. Yeah, you can be a WIGS member for as little as $2 a month. Once you get to $7 a month, you have access to some exclusive shows, like Detailed with Tom Corliss. Also, WIGS get access to I don't know if Tyler's still here, talk about his stuff, but Ride Rehab stuff for WIGS members. And obviously the WIGS Discord channel, which is extremely popular. Yeah, I understand. Not everyone can join. When and if you're able to, we appreciate the support. But you can support us just by liking and subscribing and following our content on WDWNT.com. I was actually at Universal yesterday, Steve. Not in the park. I did some... there might have been some mini golf involved. Yeah, now WIGS can pay their membership up front and save money. I think it's 10% if you pay up front for the year. What is my favorite Universal ride? Probably Spider-Man.
They're going to
Zima on tap. Wow, that'd be next level, wouldn't it? I don't know. I'll probably get. There's a Pilsner in here I usually like. There's a Golden Lager I like. Nothing too heavy. Something light, crisp for a beautiful day. No, you're too late, DZ. I lagged out and you weren't there to call out the lag, so that means I get to get a beer. Sorry, buddy. Bartles and James. What happened to those guys? If you missed it, the highlight so far has been that I made good on my promise to dedicate a Tower of Terror ride to Adam. So Adam got his Tower of Terror ride. I got out of debt. It was a win-win. That's not you. Hey, walk with your grandma. That's more important than calling out lag. I wish I could walk with my grandma again. I always look at this, and instead of seeing the white mask, I see a black headband, so it looks like Daniel LaRusso. All right. Riders, old Riders Stop. You can see the letters hidden there to spell out Riders Stop. Put the P down low. Can't see them all. I see the W and an R. There's an I hidden from my view. Oh, there it is. There's an I. T-E-R-S-S. T-O-P. Of course, I saw the original Karate Kid, and I have now completed season 3 of Cobra Kai, which is a lot of fun. It's kind of dumb, but it's really fun. Yeah, I see the Karate Kid in a mask for sure. That's what I'm saying. It's Daniel LaRusso. That's what I see. I'm telling you. Every time I look at it, you see it? It looks like he's wearing a black headband. It looks like he's wearing a black headband, not a white mask. To me, that's what I see first. So if you're a psychologist out there, that's my Rorschach test, I guess. I already did the Scrimshaw Pilsner at Epcot this week. I think I'll do the Golden Road Golden State Cerveza. Hey, Alejandro. Thanks for joining. Smash that like button, buddy. No, not fluent in Portuguese. Maybe DZ. Favorite thing at the festival, food-wise? Or just in general? Food, I really like the I like the red velvet cake, funnel cake. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. Give me 1 second. Let me get
Sure.
this board.
That's right. Pretty much. Good diet. Good.
No, it wasn't pretty, but it was good.
What are you gonna get for
Hi,
you?
I'll try the Golden Road Golden State Cerveza, please.
16 or 22 ounces.
Let's do 22. You don't do AP, do you?
We don't do any discounts in here, but always ask.
I always ask. Pete Carney taught me that.
All right, 22 cerveza. Is that it?
That's it.
It's 11.19. You're gonna swipe on this side.
All right.
All right, tell how many this receipt's gonna be for us. I need you to sign and total that, please.
And we're good.
State cerveza for you.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
I don't know where Jason is, or I would have bought him a beer. He's on his way. He's working. Thanks. Look who's here. Our own Jason Diffendahl. Do we want to go grab that standing table across here, maybe? Oh, there's one right here. Better people watching here.
Don't even talk to them. You know, sometimes my wife likes to
So here's Jason. Do you have anything to rant about today, or are you having a good day?
I mean, I went on a lot of rants last night, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
What do we rant about? I saw the first half of the show, probably.
Yeah, I only really expected to go on for about an hour and 15 to an hour and 30 minutes, and we went the full 2 hours.
Echoing
Yeah.
in my old apartment.
Echo, people were complaining about the echo.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
do much about
There
it.
are some carpeted rooms in there, but that's where the desk is.
Yeah.
Next time you can come to my house
But I
for
mean,
office or something.
I ranted about a lot of different things, and then today's rant is we just had pressing issues last night, and then big news hits today about
Right.
Magical Express.
Right, all kinds of news all of a sudden.
Yeah, we're going to dance party, right? After you're done your beer.
I told them that I'm not going to bring a camera into a place that's filled only with children. As a guy by himself, it might
Well-
send the wrong message.
Well, now there'll be two of us.
is that better?
I don't know.
If Jill were here, we could all go to the dance party maybe one of these days.
Well, Jill is legitimately working.
Yeah.
I actually had a work meeting at noon, and then I had another one at 3:30. But I figured I'm going to move the 3:30 to 4:30 so that I could come over here for an hour and stream with you, and then I'll go back and have my 4:30 meeting, and then Jill and I are going to Wine Bar George for dinner.
Are you going to get that skirt steak?
I think so. I think that's what she wants.
It's amazing.
I mean, that's the only thing I've ever eaten there, and I would absolutely be willing to get it again.
I've split it 4 ways before, but I could split it 2 ways too.
Yeah.
You know that.
So why did I need to drive? This is kind of an extended story with a lot of connections, but basically Jill wanted to come down here. Jill is working from home at her job, and they told her she would be remote for at least like 6 months. So she thought, well, wouldn't it be fun in the middle of January when it's snowing in Pennsylvania to come down here and stay for like a month and a half. And so that's what she decided to do.
And if only she had a friend who had an apartment that was sitting empty for the next month and a half.
Right. So somehow those stars aligned, and now she's here. And she didn't really want to drive all the way from Pennsylvania to Florida by herself. So me, being the fantastic brother that I am, offered to come with her to keep her company in the car. She did not let me drive.
This is
at
probably
all.
a good call. Probably a good call.
I mean, she.
If you would have
is-
crashed, it would be Jason's fault.
Well, yeah. Well, that's true, right? She did not let me drive because she doesn't like other people driving when she's a passenger. I think that's...
Control freak.
No, I don't think it's a control freak. I think it's due to having to drive around with my mother.
No, that's fair.
So, yeah, we left Friday afternoon, late afternoon. We got here Saturday night. All kinds of fun on Sunday. If you watched Pressing Issues last night, I gave a bit of a sneak. Did you talk about what we did yesterday or no?
I just said we may have played some mini golf.
We may have played some mini golf yesterday. And then Pressing Issues last night. I had a good nap after Pressing Issues. I needed it. And woke up this morning, got some work done, had a couple of work meetings, and here I am. And yes, Jill is my sister.
That's a good synopsis of things, I think. Know where we are with everything. Now we did do we did do Tower of Terror because I did owe that to Adam.
Yep.
I've been in Adam's debt for quite a long time, so I feel debt free. Like when I paid off my credit cards and I paid off my house and car one time, and I just had no
You get that
no
same
debt
feeling.
at all. I had that same feeling of the clean slate.
Excellent.
Yeah, so good times. I can't see the chat
I'm watching
from where I am.
Yes, Jill and I have been brother and sister all our lives. Oh boy. Yeah, so what's the plan for like the next hour?
I don't know. We're gonna roam around and get into some trouble,
Okay,
and then you can get back to Diffendall Hall for your meeting.
that's right.
And do
Well,
what
I
we can do.
play the RPG in season 2.
Oh, yeah.
I do not know. What kind of work do? I work for a very large pharmaceutical company that makes a COVID vaccine. Get an old-fashioned from the Brown Derby outside bar.
It's not a terrible idea. We can mosey over there in a minute. I want to make. We haven't gone through Galaxy's Edge yet, though.
Oh, all right.
So we'll bust through there, bust through Toy Story, maybe get a cocktail or something. And
Sounds good to me.
call it a day. Yeah. So I was standing in the line for Tower of Terror, and the guy in front of me is a doctor in Pennsylvania who has just gotten his second vaccine.
Oh, yeah?
Well, he got the Moderna.
Okay.
I mean, he got one from another pharmacy.
A smaller
company.
pharmaceutical
Yeah,
company.
Yeah.
Yes, and I can unfortunately not hook anyone up with the vaccine. I can't even hook myself up with the vaccine.
And Jason, an unvaccinated hillbilly.
No, I have the mask on.
Yeah, he's wearing a mask. This is Maskless Hillbilly Corner right here.
Is it really?
This is where it all went down. This is where the
that's
viral
right.
video took place.
That's right. It was right in through here. I remember that. Yep. Awesome. So this is actually the first time that I've been in a Disney park this trip. We went to City Walk last night. I didn't actually go in a Universal Park, but I was at City Walk.
Yeah, we were there. We were at Universal.
Yes.
We were at Universal.
I think once you enter the parking garage,
It counts.
it counts. That's
It all
right.
counts.
Yep. So, yeah, I didn't have lunch, so I was gonna come here and think about getting a snack, but
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin my appetite for Wine Bar George.
You'll need it because that
Problem.
is a big skirt steak for two
I
people.
know, I know. And probably we're also gonna get the grilled cheese.
Okay.
Did you get the grilled cheese?
No, but the flaming cheese.
The flaming
Yeah, the
cheese.
flaming
Yes,
cheese.
yes,
Yes.
Yep.
Always flaming cheese and skirt steak. That's what you got.
Have you and your sister always loved Disney? Yes. So our grandmother was a big Disney fan, and she brought my sister and I down to Florida every other year since I was 2 years old.
Wow. But that's
so-
before Disney World existed.
No, it's
She
not,
just used to come and stare at empty swampland and say, "Look at this, Jason. It's gonna be special one day. We'll come back in another year and a half."
No, it had been open for several years at that point.
Any other questions we need to answer?
Not yet.
Do I need to catch up on anything?
I don't think so. Do you want me to take that for a little bit?
Sure, you can if you want. You want to take a loop through Galaxy's Edge?
No, but we will for the sake of the stream.
For the sake of the stream. Boy, there with the empty beer. It's a little windy.
It's breezy today.
There you go. Oh, Pete Carney. He says Jumbo, Kevin.
Where's
Kevin
Pete
and Pete are both
Carney?
here.
Here?
No, he's just in the chat. I just saw him.
Oh, they're not here. They're just in the
No,
chat.
he's just talking. He must have heard that I got a beer and the signal went off in his house. The beer was delicious, by the way. We all have the same phone, don't we?
Pretty much, yeah.
Me and Tom.
And yours is blue too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because if I wanted a color other than blue, I was going to have to drive to Tampa to get it. And, unless I wanted to wait for a week and a half or something.
Pete says whenever someone has a beer on a live stream, I get an alert.
He's got the app. WDWNT, the app, has that feature.
So now we're going into this, I don't know, this looks like a subway tunnel to me.
This looks like part of the Avengers, doesn't it?
See, yeah,
I can
I
see
get that
Captain
too.
America fighting on top of that bridge.
Yeah.
Which will probably happen in the next few years. Oh wait, no, we're in Florida. It can't.
I mean, not in a few years. Maybe a few years after that.
Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
Here's the end of the line for something.
That's for Rise.
That's the end of the line for Rise of the Resistance after you have a boarding group. And so, yeah, you have to wake up at 7 a.m. You have to get a board. Well, first, you have to get a park pass. Then you have to wake up at 7 a.m. and get a boarding group. Then you have to come here and then you have to wait in this line to actually get into the queue for the attraction.
What boarding group are we on?
I don't know.
It's hard for me to read that blue light.
Yeah, it is really hard because it's usually always in the sun. Maybe they're on boarding group 11.
No.
Oh, we missed that?
I get it. I came back. I was outside my window.
74.
Up to 89.
They're in boarding group 74 to 89. So at this point, the park's been open for 6 hours. And that's right about 15 an hour. That's pretty much, you know, the normal, that's the standard pace when everything's running smoothly. It's 15 groups an hour. And that's right where they are at this point. So I ranted quite a bit last night about Galaxy's Edge and how Harry Potter Land is much more immersive, and how we were talking about the wands and how you can buy a wand and do things with the wand like you're a wizard. And I said, wouldn't it be cool if Galaxy's Edge had some kind of cool interactive thing that you could do? And there were several people in the chat. Well, you can use the Play Disney Parks app and scan QR codes. And then I'm like, okay, so in the Harry Potter movies, there are wizards and they have wands and they do magical things. And in
Right,
Harry
they don't whip
Potter,
out their phone.
in Harry Potter Land, you have people that can dress up like wizards and get magical wands and do magical kind of things. In the Star Wars movies, you have people that whip out lightsabers and get into fights. And in Star Wars Land, you have people that whip out phones and scan QR codes. Something doesn't quite compute to me when you look
I
at that
remember when
comparison.
they were like, when they went to the Mos Eisley Cantina, and Obi-Wan was like, "These aren't the droids you're looking for," and he showed them a QR code. Then they scanned it with their phones. Remember that? And they're like, "Oh yeah, they're not the droids we're looking for. Let's move on."
Yeah. That's exactly the way that it
Go see the
happened.
Millennium Falcon before we go up here.
Sure, we'll go up here. There's these signs are relatively new. I don't remember these signs.
they're new.
These signs were not here a month ago. Which means, I guess, this land doesn't have a logical layout and people get lost. This is the beginning of the line for something, but no one knows what.
That is for the antiquities.
Yes. Knock-on doors.
Rent.
There's a virtual wait list for lightsabers. So I need to be honest. This is a lot more crowded than I expected from the second Monday in January. I mean, maybe the rest of the park is empty. It kind of was empty walking in. But this land is crowded. There's a nice panorama of the Millennium Falcon. 55-minute wait for Smuggler's Run. It seems kind of on the crowded side to me. I would not have expected these kind of wait times in January. It looks like, if you see over there, looks like they have the backstage doors open to route the line out and back in.
Yep. Very immersive.
It's not only completely immersive, but it's also an indication that it's a pretty crowded day here.
They're like, I'm pretty sure that's Kylo Ren's Subaru parked right here.
Well, you remember seeing in, I think it was Empire Strikes Back, when they were in the Death Star and they walked past that doorway and it just opened, and that was the parking lot for the crew members on the film, right?
Yeah.
You remember that scene?
Yeah.
So-
Same thing.
Yeah.
Immersive. Oh, here's Kylo. Just got out of it. He has an 08 Forester parked out back. You can see it if you're in line for Smuggler's Run. He's standing there menacingly.
There's a lot of people.
I'm not sure what he's doing. He's just standing there.
I mean, I can't hear anything he's saying, probably because he has that mask on.
Oh, I heard him. He said something.
Well, this is great fun. We're going to keep walking.
He said, "We will give you a banana for your troubles."
Here is the blue milk and green milk stand.
No line for milk.
Green milk that's neither green nor milk. So this, what you see here, these stanchions and markers on the ground, this is generally... I did, they can see it. This is generally the standby line for Smuggler's Run. I've seen it back here and into Toy Story Land on severely crowded days.
Somebody dropped their hat.
There's a nice winter hat on the ground. Guess they decided at 75 degrees they don't need a winter hat today.
now's the time when we plug WDWNT.com, WIGS, smash the like button and all that stuff. Let it go, Jay. Let's hear it.
All right, so hit that like button, hit the bell to subscribe, get notifications. Also, we have a second channel called WDWNT Entertainment. Head over there and hit the bell to subscribe to that. Get notifications. Cosmic Read Live is tonight at 9 p.m. on the Entertainment Channel.
Super Chat now enabled.
Super Chat is enabled. We got a ton of Super Chats last week. Cosmic Read last week was the first show on the Entertainment Channel after Super Chats were enabled, so people were very excited about that.
Carousel of Products.
Carouselofproducts.com has some products that you should go buy. This is Toy Story Land. This is the worst attraction that takes up the largest amount of real estate in the entire park. It is a monstrous.
Do you want to ride it?
We don't have to ride if you don't want to. The line
What
is
does
short.
what does the chat say?
Do we want to ride A&M Swirling Saucer? I think it says 5 minutes.
No, it's 25 minutes.
Well, I don't see anyone in line, but I'm not waiting 25 minutes.
No, I don't think we should wait that.
The people want to see the Brown Derby.
Yeah, I'd rather see the Brown Derby. There's the newly reopened Woody's Lunchbox.
Me and a baby Bill.
As we're getting on the ride.
They're coming.
Hold on. Show the Karate Kid. We have a good view of the Karate Kid. The mask guy. You see, I don't see it as a white mask. I see it as a white face. Then he has a black headband on. You see what I'm talking about? It looks like the Karate Kid.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah. It's just me. I think that I'm just weird.
I mean, that's kind of a given. You work at WDWNT.
Yeah, that's true. By that standard, I'm quite normal.
Here's the Slinky Dog Dash line. The whole time we've been in this land, I have not seen Slinky Dog Dash operating.
I saw it earlier.
Well, I mean, these people are still in line, so there must be some hope that it will be running, but
Here it comes.
there it comes.
It's coming down.
Ooh, there we go. Slinky Dog Dash 50 minutes. The line starts actually in Toy Story Land.
Wow.
I
I've
haven't
seen it all the way
seen
to the Brown Derby.
I have not seen this line starting in Toy Story Land in a long time, that's for sure. So it's pretty reasonable. But then again, it's a random Monday in January. It's not a holiday. There is the Woody's Roundup Barbecue building that has had no progress in almost a year.
So, if it opens before Space 220, then will the two newest restaurants at Walt Disney World both be barbecue restaurants? Is Regal Eagle the newest restaurant at Walt Disney World?
I mean, do you count Everglazed Donuts as a restaurant?
That's I'm talking about in a park. So I'm not.
In a
I'm not
park?
talking about somebody that's renting out space to make
Okay.
donuts for $5.
Here's the end of Toy Story Mania. It's 30 minutes, but it's all the way back here.
I'm telling you, when they say 30 minutes and I have it here, it's 15 minutes.
But this is long
I know, but Toy Story Mania moves quickly.
because there's 3 tracks now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I've seen it say 40 minutes and be out here and it was like a 12-minute wait. You just never know.
No. There's the Toy Story Mania directional signage for people that might assume Toy Story Mania is still in
Where it
Municipal.
used to be.
Yeah. What other restaurants could be?
Look in the
No.
chat. Is there any restaurant in a park that is newer than Regal Eagle? I can't think of one. There are some that were closed that have reopened.
Right, but that's not what we're talking about. Yeah, I mean, there's no new restaurants in the Magic Kingdom.
No, so that was, I would say that opened in March probably, Regal Eagle, March of 2020.
I'd want to say January.
No, because I didn't work here yet in January and I went to the opening. It's probably in February though.
Okay, fair enough. Somewhere around there. Voyage of the Little Mermaid, still closed because there are no performers.
It's still closed because, well, it's terrible.
No, it's not. I love that.
It's terrible.
I love that show.
Come on.
I love it.
It is not as bad as Beauty and the Beast Sing Along, but it is.
All right, it's pretty dead over here at the Disney Junior Dance Party. Star Wars Launch Bay. Star Wars Launch Bay seems to be not very crowded simply because everyone that comes here and wants to experience Star Wars goes to Galaxy's
It's a little
Edge.
disjointed. It's kind of spread all over. It's Galaxy's Edge, it's Launch Bay, and it's Keystone Clothers for your Star Wars merchandise.
And then you've also got Tatooine Traders, which
And Tatooine Traders.
is a separate.
So we are now at Disney's Grogu Studios, where it's all Grogu all the time.
Preferably not.
No, it's great. Who doesn't love Grogu? I'm guessing maybe Tom. Maybe Tom doesn't love Grogu.
See if they have the Disney Knob Creek.
I don't know. They have it at the Wave. I don't know if they have it here.
I mean,
we'll have to go to the bar.
there are not a lot of people here
It's
at
a
the.
great spot, by the way. These outdoor tables.
Yeah.
You use this little bar out here.
I think we need to get a drink and have a seat here.
A lot of these bartenders are from Tune In Lounge, by the way.
Oh, because that's still not open.
Right.
Yep.
I don't know about a lot of them, but a couple of them I've seen.
All right. Here we are. Yeah, Disney Knob Creek is at the Wave. I don't know if it's
Spoiler
here.
alert, it's just Knob Creek.
This is, I see Knob Creek back there.
Yeah, but it might not be the Disney branded bottles of
No.
Disney did a private label from Knob
Right.
Creek, but I don't know if it's that. But I can assure you they're going to taste pretty similar.
Yep. They don't have snacks here, do they?
No.
Did I mention I haven't eaten all day and we're going to start drinking?
Yeah, no, they don't have snacks.
And unfortunately, there's starring roles, and it's not starring any roles right now. Here's some.
The sound here, I'll hold the spot and you can go see it, or I'll go do it and you can hold the spot. See if we can find a cavalcade.
Yeah, okay. And then grab
Right.
me a pretzel with the popcorn.
All right, then we're gonna get Jason pretzel. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Enterprise rental car night. We got Doc Miss Steffens in the house. Doc is getting it. Vampirina. Do you think they street race here at night? Line them up and go fast and furious? Marie, you're not wrong. All right, we got 254 people in the chat. We got 170 likes. Go ahead and smash that like button for us. Do me a favor if you would. That's right. I live my life 1/4 mile at a time. They race for pinks here. Okay. Now they're not going to race. Hello. Your girl waved at us. The wheels are more aerodynamic because they cover the spokes. All right. All right. I don't know who that character was, Don. I'm going to be honest. It's some Disney Junior character. I went to the breakfast one time, and it was all like Junior Varsity, Disney Junior. Like, I was like, okay, here's my picture with a hammer. Fancy Nancy. Okay. Hello to my Vanderwood friends. Thanks for joining us. Miss you. Love you. It was Fancy Nancy. Whoever Fancy Nancy is, that's it. I work for a Disney blog. I should know who Fancy Nancy is, right? I know Doc McStuffins. She was throwing vaccines. They were the wrong one though. No, yeah, Nancy's a really popular kid's name. Is exactly Courtney. It has to rhyme with Jaden, or it has to be spelled in a complicated way. No, my pretty sidekick is at work. Yeah, I'm rolling with Jason. Jason's the closest thing I have to a pretty sidekick today. Things are rough around here, okay? I heard the word, if you're a parent today, I heard the worst is Callaloo. Callaloo's the one all the parents hate. No, baby Allie's back in Indiana. Anything goes. I think I was a sophomore in high school. I had the lead role in Anything Goes. Maybe I was a junior. I played Billy. I remember that. And olden days, talking. Callaloo got canceled. Well, that's unfortunate for Callaloo. Caillou? I don't know. I don't know. Caillou, that's what it is? Caillou. Oh, that's even worse. That makes me hate it even more. If it's KU, my beloved Jayhawks, I'd be okay.
What's that called?
It's French. I'll have to ask Axel. Axel is my French correspondent. Teaches me all things French. What attractions you can smoke on. How to be rude. Thank you, Courtney. I know you spent time in Lawrence, the land of my people. Go for it. All right, no problem. Hello. Can I have a pretzel, please? Yeah, sure. It comes with it, right? Yeah.
Anything else?
That'll do it.
How's your day?
Fantastic. How was yours?
Good.
Good. Oh, we're ready to swipe. Oh, please insert card. I could, half these POS systems are swipe 3 times and it doesn't work, and then half of them are insert.
It's the real world.
Yeah.
When you go to the stores and you're like, swipe? No, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
And then they switch it on you and you're like, dude.
The worst.
We're the same.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Yep.
Swipe, insert chip. Never know. It was only swipe at baseline. This is insert chip. I paid cash earlier. It really threw for somebody for a loop. I got you a pretzel, Jason, but I'm gonna go get myself a cocktail.
Yeah, go. I didn't know what to get you, so I figured there's no.
They don't
line.
have your Knob Creek. They don't have the Disney Knob Creek.
I don't think they have the Disney Knob Creek.
I'll be right back.
All
You gotta
right.
entertain the kids.
Yep, I will entertain the kids while I eat my pretzel with it. This is a monster-sized cup of cheese for this pretzel. Oh, what am I drinking? I am drinking here. I'm just going to give you guys a nice view. This is the Hollywood Lights. It comes with the light up glow cube that you can't really actually see lit up on the screen, but that's what it is. It has Captain Morgan and Parrot Bay, and coconut rum is one of my favorite things. So anything with coconut rum, I have a weak spot for. I have DVC. Oh, I do have DVC. You'll have to scroll back about an hour. Remember, folks, even though this is live, doesn't mean you can't watch it over and over. Thoughts on fireworks returning?
We're talking fireworks?
Yeah, Penguin Project just asked me what are my thoughts on fireworks returning.
Nobody cares about that more than me.
Yeah, I would be much happier if fireworks were back at the Magic Kingdom.
What'd you get to drink? Did you show them? Mm-hmm. What is it?
That's the holiday lights.
Holiday lights. All right. Woodford Reserve. That is $17.04.
Yeah, that's what mine was. But I got a light up ice cube in mine.
Yeah, I got no light up. I got a light up golf ball from yesterday. I can put in here.
So I decided last night to look on Amazon and see how much light up golf balls cost on Amazon.
You can probably get a dozen for $5.
No, they're a little. You can get 6 for $20.
Yeah.
But the good thing about those is that they're 6 different colors.
That's what we should have
That's
done.
what we needed. Yeah.
When we go back and play the other course, let's do that. Because we
Yes.
need to go back and play that other course.
Yep.
Am I giving away too much information about the golf
No.
tournament? It wasn't glow golf, but the balls have my ball had LEDs inside it.
Inside, they were blinky lights. No, it wasn't glow. It was battery operated light up.
There is no doubt about it, though, that those balls that light up do not roll true. So you got to be able to tolerate a slightly higher score for the fun of a light up bulb.
I don't know that we should say which side we did. We want people to
No,
tune
we
in.
can tell. Well, yeah, tune in.
That'll
to
be
see
a
it.
secret.
Both sides, it was very fun. We played another course in town too, but both sides were really cool. The course was really fun, but I want to play the other one too. They both look amazing. It might be the best mini golf in Orlando.
That's what people say.
People say. Yeah, no, blame the ball, says Marie.
Is the park busy? What are my odds of getting on Rise of the Resistance? Well,
0.
if you don't have a boarding group, your odds are 0 at
They
this
had a
point.
1 o'clock distribution, and those people were a lot of them were getting standby. Anecdotally, people I talked to in line for Tower Terror that did the 1 p.m. distribution, they were into the standbys. So, no chance today. Wake up early. Get there at 7, spam that button. I got boarding group 11 today. And
Yeah, you did.
And since Jason's my friend on my Disney experience, he got boarding group 11 too, but he couldn't come. So I almost feel like I screwed him. I heard Allison can knock a ball over the back net at Topgolf. Maybe. Yeah, that's why I'm not allowed to hit a driver at I can't hit any woods at Topgolf.
Is it difficult to get a boarding group? I mean, it's not difficult. It's very easy. You just don't have a lot of control over whether it works or not.
It's not a difficulty thing, it's an odds thing. So odds are, on a given day, if your park is new capacity on park passes, your odds are probably slightly better than 50% of getting a boarding group in the 7 a.m. distribution group. And probably get standby in the afternoon. Okay, I don't know.
Steve says Allison is better at golf because she's closer to the ball.
Unfair advantage. She can read the greens better, being close to the ground like that.
Yep.
No, Allison's good.
Courtney says she saw that Mears didn't learn their contract wasn't being renewed for Magical Express until we put out the news this morning.
Oh, wow. We've been blamed for that before on stuff that's publicly available, though. So when the
this was news.
but when the Polynesian announced it, when Polly said we were remodeling and we're not going to be reopening the hotel portion, and we posted an article, and a lot of cast members got upset because they found out through us that they were basically not going to be going back to work, and they were mad at us. And I'm like, look, our source on this
Don't shoot the messenger.
was an email that was sent out to hundreds and hundreds of travel agents. We didn't sneak in. We didn't send ninjas in to break this news, right? It was publicly available information, and people got mad at us about it.
Do we have ninjas?
Don't tell people the secrets of WDWNT and our sources, but people got upset. Look, I would have been upset to learn that way, but it says a lot more about your employer than it says about us for reporting it.
That's right.
If you find out through us that you lost your job and your employer didn't tell you, don't be mad at us.
Exactly. Yeah, I think so Mears was forced to come out with a statement that said, we're still going to provide transportation from the airport to Walt Disney World. Not under contract with Disney, not in a Disney Magical
we'll
Express
still have
bus.
buses. We'll still have buses. That's what they said. What a lot of people don't know is until a couple years ago, if you got Uber from MCO, they would direct you to an underground tunnel for the Uber pickup, and the only people allowed to pick up with Uber was Mears. It was Mears in a black car. You could only get black car service from Mears if you called Uber. Or if you did Uber through the app, people didn't realize it, and they're paying $55 for what a normal Uber would be like $30.
Oh, wow.
And so I did that one time. I returned a rental car to the airport and I had to Uber back.
Yep.
And I get there and I realize, I'm getting tagged $55. So the only car I'm allowed to get in is this black Lincoln Town car. I felt pretty important for a moment. But yeah, Mears has had plenty of opportunities to make money off of people here in Orlando.
I mean, Mears was the big transportation game in town before Magical Express, before Disney Cruise Line. Mears was the big transportation provider, and Disney entered into a contract with them for Magical Express. They entered into a contract with them to run the Disney Cruise Line buses, which you pay for, but that's all contracted through Mears. Mears runs a lot of the taxi service around here.
The black cars that were called Uber back in the day.
So, I mean, Mears has been around for a long time, and I think Mears probably knows the clientele that utilize their services better than Disney does. And so I can't imagine that Mears is not going to fill a void of airport transportation to Disney simply because that's what they used to do. That's what they did before.
Disney terminated the contract for Mears, Disney terminated the Swan and Dolphin contract for transportation within on property, so that Mears now is dropping people off, and Disney does not let Mears drop them off at the park side at Magic Kingdom. They drop them off at TTC now. So if you stay at Swan and Dolphin, you no longer get that bus service right to the park at Magic Kingdom.
Right. So yeah, that is that's very true. David says, Ghost Ride says, will hotel prices drop since it is built in?
Nope.
Just like your hotel parking with Disney, you don't pay a travel agent if they make it off a reservation. Yeah, no. Maybe hotel prices won't rise as much, but they sure as heck aren't going to drop. But yeah, I mean, Mears will, like they used to do. I can't remember when Magical Express started. Was it around like...
They got rid of it in California a long time ago, didn't they? At Disneyland?
California's never had Magical Express.
No, they had a
Express.
Disney.
They had a Disneyland transport bus. That was a third company too. Yeah. But that you could book that as part of a package. But I'm trying to think when Magical Express started.
It's been around a while.
It's been around at least...
I see their buses broken down on 417 almost every day.
Yeah, no, it's been around at least 10, 15 years. But before that, you could pay Mears to drive you in a bus from the airport to Disney World.
It's worth pointing out, like, Uber has changed the game a little bit. And within the next few years, we're going to have a train from MCO to Disney Springs.
Yeah, but who stays at Disney Springs?
No, that's where you get your second.
Right.
You could probably grab a bus from Disney Springs to your resort.
You could, but who wants to lug all their luggage, like from the train station into Disney Springs to the bus loop, and then get on a Disney bus to get...
If that's your only choice, you're going to do it.
I mean, yeah, you're going to do it. It's not going to be convenient. It's not a good guest experience. I ranted about guest experience last night quite a bit. But yeah, I mean, you'll be able to take a Mears bus from the airport to Disney, just like you used to do before, and you will pay for it. Disney won't pay for it. That's the only difference.
I understand. I'm appreciative of the fact that it's a big deal to a lot of people getting rid of this.
Yeah.
But I never took the Magical Express, obviously, because I'm local.
Right.
But
and
I know a lot of people love it and depend on it, and that's a big reason why they come and stay at on-property resorts.
So this is an example. This is actually a really perfect example of Disney cutting a service, which looks really bad, but in reality, it's not going to make a huge impact because people can get essentially the same service for a couple dollars. It's probably going to be like $20, right? Through Mears. It won't be through Disney, but it'll be the same service provided by the same bus drivers.
You're just paying for it now.
You're just going to pay for it instead of it being rolled into instead of it being free because it's rolled into the price of the hotel. So this is an example where Disney has decided to do something that saves them a couple dollars, but it looks really bad from an outside perspective because if you don't know any better,
it only looks bad to the people who follow this and who have come to use the amenity of the Magical Express.
Right. But those are the people that don't realize that realistically they're going to be able to get the same service for a couple dollars. And so what's bad about it from the Disney perspective is they're saving a couple bucks, but this looks much worse than that, right? Like it looks like they're cutting a free service that people have depended on and basically screwing these people over and not giving them any kind of alternative.
I'm sure they did a number crunch on it though, and they said it was worth it.
Well, yeah.
Like the outrage will not outweigh the financial benefit of not doing it anymore.
I don't think they do number crunching on outrage. Or if maybe they do.
Because they know people come anyway.
Maybe they do, but their algorithms aren't
I get
accurate.
outraged all the time, but I still come. Right? I'm a sucker.
Exactly.
Maybe I'm a sucker, but I'm here. Look at me. I'm here spending $17 for a drink, and I'm here paying $8 for a pretzel.
That bourbon that you got there, that you paid $17 for that cup of it.
Yeah.
How much does that cost for a bottle?
It's Woodford Reserve, so it's about $34 for a bottle. So for 2 glasses, I could buy a whole bottle.
You could, so for the price of 2
Woodford
glasses,
Woodford Reserve, I think is about $30 to $35 a bottle.
And so how many glasses would you get out of a bottle?
I don't know, 7.5, what was it, 750 milliliters is in a bottle, right?
Yeah.
And this is probably an ounce and a half. You went to MIT, you convert that for me.
So 750 milliliters is approximately 24 ounces, 25 ounces.
Okay. So you could get, let's say, you get 18 to 20 glasses.
15 shots.
Yeah, 15 shots.
Ghost Ride says 15.
Okay.
Okay.
But I get to have it here in a beautiful environment, talking to the brilliant Jason Diffendahl ranting about the Magical Express.
Yeah.
That's worth it. Makes it worth it.
750 milliliters actually, Kate, is not a quart. It's mostly about 3/4 of a quart. It's a little more than 3/4 of a quart. So 24 ounces is about right, 24, 25 ounces. But yeah, so 15 shots, 16 shots.
The man has a doctorate in chemistry. What are you going to say? He knows milliliters to ounces.
I don't usually do that conversion, but I do know the conversion. But anyway. I gotta get my glow cube out of here before I forget, and I spent all that extra money for the glow cube.
Here's what I want to know.
I spent all that extra money for the glow cube,
in a
and
way,
I don't want to forget it.
In a way, Disney's Magical Express was competing with minivans. So if they get rid of Magical Express and they ramp up minivans, is there a demand for that? You book that with your hotel reservation, have a $80 minivan waiting for you
the airport.
At the airport. Why would that's
what
actually
did
kind
this
of
woman do with her balloon?
I don't know. That balloon is.
I don't know what this woman did. This woman did something
Putting
with
stickers
her balloon.
on it or static?
No, it's like it was a Toy Story balloon and then it like ripped.
Yeah.
The wrap of the
ripped.
it was a white balloon, right?
It had a graphical wrap.
It's a white balloon. It's a white balloon with a like a Toy Story.
It was banging against that pole probably, and it peeled
and it ripped, and then she's trying to shove it back in. Private cars from the airport are $96. Yeah, that's about right. Like,
is that what a minivan is? How much is a minivan? Is that they're saying private car? Is that Robert?
private-
Does Robert always use a private driver?
No. Private cars, like they before Magical Express, they used to have like you could get a town car.
Yeah.
That's like a town car service. Minivans. I thought minivans at the airport were 100.
I know they were like 250 to. Were they 250 to Port Canaveral?
To Port
or was
Canaveral,
it,
yeah.
And it was like half that. It was like maybe 100 to 125 to the airport.
Yeah.
They'll probably still offer that. It might not be a minivan. They might not call it a minivan. They might not engage Lyft. They might
Right.
just. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they certainly have given themselves a year to figure out what they're going to do. Knowing this company, they probably have no idea what they're going to do. They just know that they're going to do something that's cheaper than what they're doing now. Yeah.
I'll say this, Jason. I have been to MCO a few times recently.
Yeah.
The line for the Magical Express is totally insane.
Oh.
Totally out of control.
But that's recently, right?
Yeah, that's recent. That's what I'm saying. Recently.
Well, I think it's recently because they cut a lot of staff.
They cut a lot of staff. And it is, I mean, line all the way up and down the concourse for people trying to get on a Magical Express. I would rather do the Uber ride anyway.
Yeah. People are also talking about the baggage service. So the baggage service was totally separate and independent from Magical Express. Disney made it seem like they were connected, but the baggage service is run by a company called BAGS. I forget what the acronym stands for. But it's a company called Bags, and they ran the baggage service. They were contracted by the airlines to run the baggage check-in service at the resort hotels. And then because they ran the baggage check-in service at the resort hotels and transported your bags back to the airport, they just used the same trucks to transport bags from the airport to your hotel for Magical Express guests. So you didn't have to deal with your own luggage on the Magical Express bus like you do now. But that's totally separate. And that was cut, I believe, mostly. I don't think that decision had anything to do with Disney. I think that was cut because airlines saw a huge drop in demand and it wasn't cost effective for them to run the bag service at Disney because people, well, obviously for 3 months no one was coming here, and then, in July when Disney started to reopen, it was still pretty minimal. Now my guess is that at this point in time, bags could probably come back and do a pretty, good steady business, looking at how the parks are crowded nowadays. But I think that's the airline's call on whether to bring that service back. I think honestly Disney didn't have any Disney didn't really have any say in when that stopped or started, because that was run by the airlines. The airlines paid for it, and so Disney was happy to offer what looked like a perk from Disney to their guests that cost Disney absolutely nothing.
Not a terrible idea from a business standpoint.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. The other thing that I think somebody just wrote about their family of 14 coming and using Magical Express. So like when my family used to come, my mom would always pack way too much stuff in her suitcase and pack like 4 suitcases.
Like she was going on an ocean liner across the Atlantic.
And we would normally take Southwest, so you could have 2 bags for free on Southwest. And so the 4 of us had 8 bags. Well, needless to say, if you rent a car and like a full-size or mid-size rental car that can seat 4 people, you absolutely cannot fit 8 bags in that rental car. And so Magical Express and the baggage service was great because like 2 of us could take Magical Express.
There we go.
2 of us could take Magical Express and take all the bags, and the other 2 people would rent a car and drive to the hotel, and that way it was essentially free transportation for your luggage from the airport to the hotel. This is the Toy Story cavalcade.
Monsieur Incroyable and the Army Men.
I don't. Okay.
The Incredibles. Mr. Incredible.
Oh.
Wait, I see the Army Men. I see Woody. I see Jesse. I see Sully. I'm gonna turn the camera around.
Yeah, this isn't a great vantage point.
No, there's
We're kind
no
of
Enterprise rental car, but I'll zoom in. Monsieur Incroyable. Bleu. I need Axel to say it for me.
They're playing the security camera.
All right, we're back. Back for more rants
Yeah.
from Dr. Diffendahl.
Yeah. K-Jack in the chat says we're getting a bonus episode of Pressing Issues today. That's kind of
This is the post show. This is a preview. If you join WIGS, you get the post show.
No. Pressing Issues is not a post show. Please. So yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, we used to always have. Here, let me scoot my chair over.
Sit back a little bit. There you go.
When I was a kid, my parents would always like overpack, and my mom would go nuts. And then, so Friday, when Jill and I drove down, the plan was to leave at 4 o'clock. I had a work meeting in the morning, and then around lunchtime, I threw a bunch of clothes in a suitcase and left to go to Jill's house and pack her car. And I literally spent less time packing for this trip than I think I ever have in the past. I literally threw a pile of clothes in a suitcase, and that was it. It's a gorgeous day here at Hollywood Studios. It's about 70 degrees. It's partly cloudy. There's a nice breeze. Last minute packing is always easier. It's sometimes more stressful, but yeah, it tends to make you not overpack. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't know about that. Sometimes I just grab a whole drawer and go, I don't know. I might wear this shirt. You never know. Chuck it in there. Bags are free. Bags fly free.
Does Chez Eric provide complimentary toiletries?
There was shampoo, which I guess is
there's some
and shampoo,
shampoo,
conditioner
yeah.
in Jason's bathroom.
Yeah.
Jill, no, there's I think in Jill's bathroom there's a full set of like soap. I might even have some Disney stuff in there still in the packaging.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure.
And there's I don't need much shampoo. I could make that shampoo last probably like 6 months. Yes, but there's toiletries. There's a full supply of toilet paper.
Unlimited Echo in the
Yes.
in the office area. Sorry about that. If you watch Pressing Issues,
That's all right.
my apartment's kind of empty. Jason is doing what he can.
Also I do have a complaint about the internet service at Chez Eric.
What happened?
The internet just glitched for a bit during Pressing Issues, and luckily, the rest of the panelists were able to just keep on talking while I was frozen.
Oh,
for
I
2 or
did.
3
That's when
minutes.
I left. When you were frozen, I said, "This show without Jason, I just can't bear to watch it anymore." It's just a tear in my eye from
when you
the ranting had stopped.
So no, I came back. It took 2 or 3 minutes, but Brian was
Well,
on
yeah,
ranting.
that's Spectrum for you.
I know, right? I don't think there's any. I don't know of any internet service provider in Florida that's highly rated. Whether it's Spectrum or which used to be Bright House and
Bright House was great. I'll say when it was Bright House, it was a better company. And when Verizon ran Fios, like in Tampa anyway,
yeah, right. Fios is good.
Fios was fantastic. And then it got bought by Frontier, and oh my, what a terrible company.
Yeah.
Can I say that? I
Yeah.
can say that. That's just an opinion. It doesn't reflect the opinions of WDWNT. It's just my own personal opinion. But yeah,
that's what this
next time I
is,
told
our
Jill.
own personal
I told Jill for Park Center she can come scream at the new house,
Okay.
or go in one of the bedrooms and hope it doesn't echo. I don't know.
I froze and looked like I fell asleep. That's true.
Well-
It was kind of funny. I was furiously trying to do something, but I couldn't switch cameras either. because the whole internet was frozen, so me controlling the video was frozen too, and there's nothing I could do about it. But
It's just everyone staring at my Pirates of the Caribbean artwork.
yeah, and me looking like
You
this.
going like this.
They thought I fell asleep. I was in a melancholy mood last night.
I'm a little conflicted though. I have nothing to do. I have no place to put that artwork in a new house. It's some of my favorite artwork too. I will not sell it.
No, it's nice. Well, you don't have to decide for a couple of weeks yet.
Hang in the garage. It's going in the garage. Damn it.
I was in a melancholy mood, and someone asked why was I in a melancholy mood, and I said because melancholy is a great word and people should use it more often.
Yeah.
That, and I was tired.
Who was the band whose album was called Melancholy and Infinite Sadness?
I don't know.
Somebody can Google that.
Tom will buy the art.
Yeah, no kidding.
Lease it to Tom. Tom, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm sure Tom has some of those things, but I don't think he has.
He doesn't like that stuff.
I don't think he has the shadow box.
Yeah, the shadow. I got the last
That's neat.
one at Disneyland.
That's
it's
neat.
slightly damaged, but it was the last one at Disneyland from their 07 anniversary. I bought it in 08. It was the last shadow box.
I'm pretty sure Tom doesn't have that.
And it's broken. I gotta find out if somebody could fix it for me.
Yeah. I had what was I gonna say? Oh, I got I don't know if you watched Park Center in the past month. I had a background on my green screen of the map.
Park Center. Pressing issues?
Pressing issues.
You said Park Center.
They both begin with a P, and I'm not on one of them, so I assume people know.
Your sister's on one.
I had a background that's the map that used to be on the wall in the Contemporary 1971. The sort of stylized map that had the Venetian and the Asian resort on it and everything, right? And that was my background. I was excited because I bought that at the Van Eaton auction in December, and so.
Did you find out you were bidding against Tom Corliss?
I was not. No.
Did you guys bid each other up? I would love to see that.
We generally don't. There was one auction a couple of years ago where we bid each other up, and I ultimately won because I generally can beat Tom.
What is the most expensive thing you bought at a Van Eaton auction?
I can't tell you that.
Really? You don't have to tell me the amount.
Yeah, but it's kind of a secret.
Okay.
We're gonna put it in our museum.
Okay. Does that go? I can't say what the expensive item that Tom recently bought in a Van Eaton auction was either.
Oh, I think people know about his Rocket Rods thing.
Yeah, he bought a sign from the queue at Rocket Rods.
I did not spend as much.
And he could buy a car for what he paid for.
I absolutely did not spend as much as Tom on any single item in a Van Eaton auction. But I did get that map from the Contemporary, and so it showed up a couple weeks ago via FedEx in a tube that is literally, this map is about 4 by 5 feet.
Wow.
And it showed up in a tube that's
You have to buy a
literally
bigger
5
house
feet
now.
tall. The tube that it showed up in is 5 feet tall. And I'm so worried because it's almost 50 years old. I didn't want to take it out. Like it's brittle
Jetpack would have
paper.
just taken it out and wiped his ass with it.
It's brittle paper that's 50 years old, so I'm not going to take it out of the tube until I take it to like a company that does like restoration and linen backing of posters.
Yeah, like the lady
preservation.
in National Treasure.
Yeah,
You know that, like the Declaration of they had the document handling
Yes. That's right.
like clean room set up.
Yeah, like I have the white gloves and everything, but I don't even want to take it out of the tube because I'm afraid I'll damage it. I'm just going to take it still in the tube to some place that will do linen backing and get it linen backed. And then I might decide to do something display-wise with it. But there's another one of those coming up in the Van Eaton auction that's at the end of January. But here's the thing about those is that those were mounted onto masonite.
Okay.
It's like cement board.
Yeah,
kind of
cement
thing,
board.
right? They were glued onto cement board and then hung on the wall, and then they put a frame around them. So almost all of them that still exist.
Hey, what's up? That's my neighbor. Thomas, come in here. We're done. We're almost done.
Most of these ones that still exist are mounted to cement board, which is a difficult way to display and ship these things. So I have one of the only ones that's actually rolled and not mounted. Eric's over chatting with his neighbor. Yeah, it's almost 4 o'clock, so we're gonna have to wrap this up because I have to go back and have another meeting, another work meeting before dinner. So we're gonna wrap this up really soon. We unfortunately have finished up our drinks here at the Brown Derby Lounge. But tomorrow Tuesday, Axel and I will be streaming from Epcot. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. I'm not sure what time of day. It may be closer to noon, I think. I don't know. I have to talk to Axel and figure out.
That's my next door neighbor, not the one who lives in the Olive Garden, but the guy lives on the other side.
Romano's Macaroni Grill.
Yeah, the guy lives in the Macaroni Grill on the other side of me.
But yeah, so Axel and I will be streaming from Epcot Tuesday. It will be both of our first visits to Festival of the Arts this year, and so we're going to be trying some food. We'll give you our thoughts on it in case you need more than just Tom's opinion on the food. Or maybe Tom got a bad batch and we'll get a better batch. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm excited to try
Italy,
some of
you
the
know
food.
that food's good.
We're not going to Italy. But I'm kind of excited about the lobster fries. The lobster poutine.
I had it.
It's really good.
I had it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was good, but by that time, like, the temperature had dropped. It was cold, and then Tom took it away to photograph it. So by the time I got the lobster poutine, it was kind of cold.
See, that's the other
and
thing.
Cold lobster poutine on a cold day,
Probably
it's
not
not
good.
really great.
That's the other thing is Axel and I are going to eat the food warm at the temperature that it was designed to be eaten at. So we may have very different opinions on how something is because we're eating it at a temperature that you're supposed to eat it at as opposed to freezing cold.
Right.
Tom really should carry around a portable microwave so that after they're done taking pictures, they can heat the food back up.
Tom's never eaten a warm meal. He's like the mom in A Christmas Story. She'd never had a warm meal for herself or whatever. Yeah.
But
the good news, you roll around with Tom at a festival, you get a lot of free food. Bad news is it's all cold.
So last question from the chat before we wrap up the stream. Someone asked, am I looking forward to Ratatouille or has Tom spoiled it for me?
And by the way, they did, if you follow our site, they did take down the construction walls today.
I saw this morning.
They have the rolling hedges out, so it's imminent.
It is
I would say it's imminent. Probably soft opening imminent.
But I am, here's the problem with that is that Tom hasn't necessarily spoiled it, but I know what it's going to be like, and I'm not very excited.
It's a screen ride.
It's a screen ride.
It's a screen ride clone.
I mean, it's,
but they don't do the like curved wall. So
Right.
the floor is just boom. There's the projection, and then boom. There's your black floor.
So here's my take on that: is that I am not a fan of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, so I can't imagine that Ratatouille is going to be better.
We'll see. Here's what I say. In World Showcase, what kind of attractions are there? There's the China Circle Vision movie, right? There's Canada Far and Wide. There's Beauty and the Beast Sing Along. And then that segues in nighttime into Impressions de France.
All films.
And then that's it, right? Is there anything else?
And Ratatouille, which is
And
also
then there'll be
film-based.
Ratatouille, right? So
And then
it has the potential to be the
Frozen.
Frozen. Maelstrom.
Frozen is the only attraction in World Showcase that is not completely screens. It will have some
Rio
screens.
del Tiempo. Or,
I mean, that's all
Three
screens
Caballeros.
too.
Three Caballeros.
That's all screens too, and now it's the two Caballeros.
Yeah. It has potential to be the set. My favorite attraction World Showcase is Impressions de France, right? So it has potential to be second best attraction in World Showcase.
Okay.
But I guess we'll see.
I think Frozen's going to be better.
All right, we're up at 4 o'clock.
We are. All right.
We want to thank you guys for joining us. Please smash that like button, subscribe, go to patreon.com/WDWNT if you want to learn more about becoming a WIGS member, carouselofproducts.com for t-shirts, magnets, pins, and more. And of course, you can always watch us tonight on the entertainment channel. That is, you go to WDWNT.tv, it'll take you to our entertainment channel. Cosmic Read is tonight. And we want to thank you for hanging out. We'll be streaming a couple more days this week. I think Axel's streaming
tomorrow. Yeah, I was
Axel
telling
and
him that
Jason
while you
tomorrow.
were chatting with your
Maybe
neighbor.
not as many rants. I don't know.
Depends on how good the food is, right?
So there you go. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us. I'm glad, Adam, if you're still watching, Adam, I'm glad to get that dedication off the books. It's a pleasure doing it for you. We're square. So everybody else, take care. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Yeah.